starts with a moonlit gleam. Hype so wild, I joined the dream. I said, don't mind the risk, I'll stake my pride. She pulled me in with a bull run tide. Traded hot 40 days, 40 nights. FOMO burn, chasing green inside. Yeah. Then X cried out, it's all a play. Her crash came fast, swept my stack away. Crypto scene took my green. So now she's a rush that burned me to the core. Left my wallet on the floor. Crypto scene took my green. She's a rush that burned me to the core. Oh, come on, left my wallet on the floor. Schiller swore she'd never fade to black. By the dip they pushed the stack. Her white paper sang like a golden tune. I threw my all on that rocket moon. Dev popped up, said hold it tight. Gains like these don't fade from sight. But the plug pulled quick, left me in the red. Crypto scene laughed, you've been misled. Crypto scene took my green. So now she's a rush that burned me to the core. Left my wallet on the floor. Crypto scene took my green. She's a rush that burned me to the core. Come on, left my wallet on the floor. She took my green. Traded through the haze. Lost it in a blaze. She took my green. Moon turned to a bust. Crashed into the dust. Crypto scene took my green. So now she's a rush that burned me to the core. Left my wallet on the floor. Crypto scene took my green. She's a rush that burned me to the core. Come on, left my wallet on the floor. Crypto scene, she stole my sheen. Crypto scene, a busted dream. Crypto scene, took my green. Oh no, left my wallet on the floor. I'm staring at the screen. Flickering candlesticks, it's a neon dream. Voices whispering trades I shouldn't make. Fevered fantasies are just another mistake. Confidence, they say, buy high, hold tight. Far too late when the market takes a flight. Whispers twist my nerves, I'm falling for the bait. Ending up with losses at an alarming rate. Voices in my head make me buy when I should sell. Euphoria and dread, it's a roller coaster spell. Whispering doubt makes me break my golden rule. I'm just dancing with my demons, acting like a fool. Voices screaming in my head, shut the hell up, please shut the hell up. Stress and panic tug me from side to side. One day a king, next day I run and hide. Self-doubt knocks me on the edge of the drop. My faith in numbers sways until it finally stops. One winning, they're shouting about the moon.
It is time, ladies and gentlemen, for the ringing of the cowbell. Please silence yourselves for just 1 moment. Ring-a-ding. There we go. Thank you. Carry on, my wayward child.
For those of you out there that have hit that like button, I just want to say thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Late Night Crypto with Rotog. We're watching Bitcoin do what Bitcoin does best, and I think that is really confuse people. So obviously, this is a 6-minute time frame here. Shorting was not the answer today. We came back up to this area 107. We've been up there. We touched it one time. That was our first target there. 272 Fibonacci pull that we had there. Came back and touched it one. Oh, there were several candles that got up there that I can see on this time frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. About 11 times we came up there and touched this area and just haven't quite made it. And then eventually this nice little trend that we're on from down here, about $104, $300 there. She was a little janky with this breakout over here. If you're trying to get a trend line on this, a lot of people I think would have done it like that, and you get a breakout of that. That was a nice entry right through there. It looked a little janky, and when I first saw that, it was looking like this little guy was going to cross over, and it wasn't looking like it was going to do too good. Price was underneath here, but she did well, and I zoomed out a little bit and saw, man, we were bouncing off of some great moving averages on this and other time frames there, suggesting, woo, it might turn out to be pretty gosh darn good. Definitely not a short area through there, man. But gosh, check this out. So we got in our little bearish megaphony, and well, now she flipped bearish on us. She broke her trend line right here. We finally bumped our head up here so many times that she said, I can't take it anymore. So it's kind of like an ascending triangle. I mean, if you want to try to look at shapes, oh man, it does have that flat top there at the end, and then, well, we lost that. But we're still kind of in a sideways channel. It could even turn downward. We could be rocking this little guy if we can't get back in there for some reason. It'd be interesting if this was a fake out. We came back down and retested this Fibonacci area. I'm getting so many lines on here now. This was an 886 Fibonacci. We should have been rejected here, okay? We should have been rejected here. So I kind of find that interesting. We had this as support over here with resistance, and now we've definitely made a higher low here with that as support, even though we got rejection there and broke trend line saying, hey man, this should probably take profits or think about doing something else, or, you know, we may be on a downward trend. So are we on a downward trend? that was kind of bullish good support there. She's been a tricky read because as soon as you think that she's going to go down, she says, I'm going back up. And it just makes me want to do. This feels like we are so close to that day that we've been waiting for. And we're so close in price with Bitcoin to where we need to be. Since 74,000, it has done a beautiful job. And I got to say, I believe that this idea over here, I say, my fellow friends, my fellow friends here, this idea that we were talking about not long ago, there's a trend line and then this rising wedge that we broke bullishly out of, finding some support and lending us to yet another channel idea we broke back into. So this idea that we were looking at right here, the rising wedge thing, breaking bullishly out of it and retesting, that is that's not supposed to happen. So when it does happen, it typically turns out to be something really bullish. So been waiting and looking for that, and and then she gets kind of janky and does some things, and then you forget about these ideas because you're all caught up in little tiny time frames. You forgot, oh man, because this is the precursor to this is a possible, but I want to say it's a strong, very possible, especially with some of the signs that we got going on the bigger time frames, for a parabolic move. This is like the first steps that we see here when they start happening. And so if the thing is, I mean, you don't want to be stupid bullish. You want to be reasonably bullish, but you also don't want to miss out on some of the best times, right? Things are looking good. And we keep finding support higher than what we should, really. And that just points that we're most likely going to take out this little guy over here. And that's 110,000. So here we are, 106, 107. Can't get really past 107 right now. Just 3,000 away from where we need to go double tap that last all-time high. Just right above that is 111,000. Oh crap, we missed it. This one goes to 11. Oh no, are you 11 or 14? What are you? Oh man. Back up. Pull the fib. Check the levels. Make sure I'm sorry, this one goes past one. It's 114. 114. Now that seems like that's not too big of a jump, but that's a pretty good jump from here, right? That's about another $8,000. I mean, we just came from $8,000. We were at 98,000. Now we're at 106. Looks very similar to what we were doing over here, doesn't it? Kind of wild, and and then pop up. Are we gonna do that? Are we gonna get 4 humps instead of 3 humps? We're not gonna get a dump. We're going to get a pump. We're gonna get 3 pumps and a pump. 3 pumps and a mega pump. I've got my fingers crossed. There are definitely some good signs on here, man, and she ain't wanting to stop. The only thing that would suck is if she doesn't. That's the only thing that would really suck, So, but if everybody gets too anxious about that, it makes you kind of wonder, doesn't it? But no, we're at the point of the game where we should start to feel we got more demand for Bitcoin. And we've also got a lot less Bitcoin out there. The supply shock from the halving, though a little delayed, I think it's finally starting to be felt by all these mega whales buying Bitcoin. And they're getting some juicy places. I mean, Michael Saylor, of course, he's buying wherever you can, at the tops, middles, and wherever. But the smart ones are getting everybody scared at these bottoms down here, and where people are getting put in situations or letting the fear get to them, and that happens. We experience that. You can't deny that we experience concern and wondering, what the hell am I doing in crypto? Why am I here? Why I should have invested in stocks. That was the thoughts going on in our mind back here, right? I remember I was there. And that's what we feel. It's not like we're observing everybody else feel it and we're the only ones. No, we're the smart ones. We're going to, no, we're right there with it. We're in the trenches with all that stuff too, and got to remind ourselves of everything that we studied and told ourselves and believed and proven before the charts, and found out those dark days that we actually got through, and so there was okay after all. But there's also those days where they're dark and they come up and, here's your ass, sir. We found it in the gutter, in the back alley. And here we are. That was such a strong move, man. I'm still amazed at the strength behind this move. I think they soured us out on this, and I think they got us all in our area of disbelief that we weren't really to fathom that could be real. I wasn't. I mean, there was the hope, there was the theory, right? But there wasn't that conviction that, yeah, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to go right up there. Yeah. But you'll have all kinds of people saying that they called exactly this and everything, because that's always what happens. And it might have been some crazy flag bull from gosh knows where. So yeah, I told you we were coming right up here. You should have never doubted me. Forgetting all the days when we came back down here. Yeah, that never happened, or all this. Anyway, now what are we going to do? What are we going to do, folks? Are we going to make a run for the border? Are we going to go there and tackle that? I mean, if we're going to do it, we might as well do it big and go to 114, right? This is 110,000 right here, man. Why are you dropping Bitcoin? You down at 105.5? Is that where you are? No, I'm sorry. What am I seeing here? I'm looking at my targets. I thought, no, we're at 106. I didn't mean to scare you. I didn't mean to scare you. It's not. I misread the charts there. Wherefore, I guess, perhaps, as such, I forgot where I was. Can we back up? Yes, go back to that chart. All right. Welcome to the show, everybody. So we're watching Bitcoin, and she can't figure out what she wants to do just quite yet, other than stay up. But you get to these areas where she should fall, and then maybe she does, but then she comes back and bumps her head again. She hits bumping her head into the wall, like a little crazy woman. I'm like, well, aren't you going to break on through to the other side, or are we just going to keep doing this up and down crap, this little dance thing all night? Because it's kind of getting old. I'm just saying. I think so. Look at that parabolic move. Come down, double bottom. Nice big move. Come down and go up a little higher. What do you guys think? How you guys feeling about this market? It is choppy, but in a bullishly kind of chopped way, it's really kind of wild. I mean, you get in here and you think you're going to get a nice little thing and maybe ride it up a little bit, and maybe we'll just keep going higher highs, higher lows, and nope, she comes back and she's down, and you're like, oh my gosh, I have to should we short now? Is that you went? Why'd you go lower? Okay. We're below. Oh man, you not looking. Oh no, we're all good. No, we're all good. We're good. Okay. Oh well. It's looking better again. Looking pretty good. Oh, now what the hell? That's a lower high. What's going? She's been a wild one, a wild little rucker today. So, and the only thing is that altcoins have just been kind of blah. I added, I moved this 9. It was feeling kind of lonely or something. I put it over here to give us a little hope that maybe. Well, now they're starting to look a little bit better, looking a little bit better. Adding this line under here, that was original. No, it wasn't. What did we do? What did you do? Sean, have you been over here messing with my chart? Candle bodies to candle bodies. Put it back the proper way. We're looking for to come back and possibly test this white line, which would suck because that would be more of a drop out of course, altcoins. But we found a little bit of support here, and they can't quite figure it out. Sometimes they're doing good, and then other times they're just giving it right back again. Little ups and down actions uncertainty in there, but there's some of these guys that are popping off and doing quite well. I don't know if you remember this little guy, but one of you guys happened to bring this up the other night. The little coin called Nitro. Nitro wheat. You gotta go out in the boonies to find this little guy, but I'll tell you what, since we last looked at this little guy, when she was all brand new and everything and coming down and nobody wanted to be her friend, talk to her, or anything like that. My goodness. I think we had this little guy going on. And target met 92% gains, actually a little bit more. You went a little bit higher. Well, I ain't gonna be mad at you. I just want you to tell me your secret so I can nail you next time you're in town. I just like you that way. Price action, you're kind of hot to me. I just want to nail some price actions. All I want, we'll dial it in over here. Got a nice little spike up there, but yeah, that was the target area. But now she's like, well, now what? Are we still going or what? I'm like, okay. Okay, baby, you do you. Still on a nice strong trend so far. Kind of crazy. She's gotta come for a pullback at some point. Nice little gains out of this little guy, man. Can you believe the gains? Let's just measure this little leg right here. That little leg itself was 125% gain. So that was quite the nice little come up there. She looked a little skeptical, or a little sketchy, but she was showing signs of parabolic activity. And I think if I remember correctly, we saw this trend line break out and retest. I can't remember exactly what it was. I just know I followed in for $25 and said I'm going to do it, and that turned into more. And then I added a little bit more, and then here we went. And that's been kind of cool. Nitro, and it was from one of you guys. So, and I can't remember. I think it's Board PC guy. I think it was Board PC guy, but I can't remember. Thank you for that. All right. Let me come over to the chat and say hello because, well, let me get the right chat out here. That wasn't it. I've been attacked by squirrels all day today. Is this the right one? Let's get the right one out here. Pop out chat. Hello, chatty. It always goes with top chat every time. Always. So we got Chris Klein. He was here first tonight. Congratulations. Like, share, subscribe. That sounds like a job for
those of you out there that are hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Even when I know he's coming, he scares the bejesus out of me. Thank you so much. We got Floki's Angels who was second. Says, I love your show. I love that comment. That's the most awesome comment ever. Never gets old. It's like movies. They're just always fascinating. We got Strega. How's it going, man? Melis Williams. Welcome to the stream, my man. We got Mike Stephenson. I got a lisp. I don't know where the lisp come from, but a lisp came all of a sudden. Road Dog, check out Zebic, ZBCN. I'm taking notes right here. Bullish on Parade. Was it you, Bullish on Parade? Were you the one that had the Nitro? My memory is not so great if you haven't noticed. There's Kelly. How's it going, Kelly? Diaz. Having a great night. Bush on Parade. Thank you very much. I appreciate that compliment. Thank you very much. Thank you. Warthog Thunderbolt. I tried shorting, but had to let the whole bag go just to get out of it. I was doing a little schlonging here and there, and I was trying some shorts, but the shorts would get out of. They were starting to get out of hand too quick, and I kept. I on my little account, I've been really trying to focus on growing that thing, and I get some good trades, but then I would get these little. Mostly it was been Bitcoin getting into some of them negative territory. I don't know. On my little account, I have not been on my game on that one today. My other one, I did okay. My other accounts, I'm doing okay, but that tiny one, it's been really hard for me to do it because I got off on some meme coins there for a little while, and I was making gains, but yet the numbers weren't going up. It was weird, so I had to look at maybe fees or something. I don't know. I'm getting frustrated with that tiny account. So I think I'm going to have to focus it all on just Bitcoin. Nitro Call was nice, but the wallet addresses are a bit one-sided. But I'm a degen. Are they still one-sided? They probably will be, but I'm not saying they probably will be. Why does that make sense? They probably are a little heavy though, but it was what was it? The market cap, it was crazy. That was on Dex Screener. Here's Moonpig. Somebody else mentioned that one, and she's had little ups and little downs, but she got back into her trend line here. I did pick up some Moonpig. I'm just going all degen. Did it in my degen wallet. I traded some other degen coin for it. I thought, you're so fresh, you're so new. What is it? Market cap 37 million on Moonpig. It was less than that, right? Yeah, that's doable. See if I can get some traction, make some legs. She's been kind of sideways, but still in a promising channel here. We were going to take a look at Nitro. I was wanting to see what the tokenomics look like. That's what it was. Yeah, that's the ticket. I can't see with the microphone in my face. I gotta see the keyboard. Microphone. Sorry you had to see that lapse of sanity. It was bound to happen at some time or other. Look at you, Nitro. You're going crazy. This is not the place to buy, people. This is not the place to buy. Gosh darn it. Did you go up again? Do I need to... Hey, baby, do I need to... I got to do something over here. I just wanted to see what where are you? Market cap, 6.4 million. Very tiny. High risk. But I forgot where I got in on, but it was enough to 3x that little sucker, so I think I'm okay. Daddy may need to... We need to take some profit. Hey, baby, we know where we're going. Hey. That's kind of crazy. You pull out in the driveway, don't even know where you're going. Man, you went past the 161. Holy crap. It is definitely time to take profits. It's only $6 million though. Here's where the little degen voice comes in. Do you want to ride it? You want to gamble it? You little gambler anyway. You want to let it ride, or you want to take some profits? And I'm like, but it's parabolic, and we know how that goes. $6 million market cap. Maybe I guess I go there. You get all these. I got all these voices in my head right now, and I know they're all lying to me. So I'm coming over here. I'm taking me some profitos. I'll either love it or hate it, but it's a rule, by golly, and we got to do it. And set an example here on YouTube before you lose that 618, baby. Don't lose it yet. Don't do it yet. I'm coming here on the 15-minute and watch you too. How you doing? You still got some more. I think you got some more legs, but I gotta do what I gotta do. I'm gonna see if I can make myself feel better right here. Are you topping out? Oh hell yeah! All right, so where are you? There you? So it was like $25, which went to like. Gosh, where are we at? I'm at 125 right now. I added a little bit more in there too, though. But I'm going to take $50 because I believe that's what I added in total. Are we taking it back to Ethereum? Are we going to take it to USDC? I think I'll take it to USDC. I'll take it back to $50. Make me holla. Oh, not $5. Oh man. Oh, I hit the cancel button. There we go. Well, take out my... Why are you only giving me 47, man? Well, I'm going to take out 55. I want my $50. You going to give me 52? All right, we'll settle. Hey, that was a nice little negotiation we got right there. And why is that swap likely to fail, man? Oh, because I'm going to USDC instead of... Looks like it went through. Dude, you better went through. I probably should have went to Ethereum. All right. Yes. Score! We got a little moon bag of nitro here just to see what happens. If it goes up to $60 million, that's a 10x on that moon bag. And it's only a $65 moon bag, but hey, it didn't cost me a thing since I just took my profit. And that's the way I should do everything. I wish I did do everything that way. There are some that got by me. And now I can go try it all over again. If she ever comes back down, I'd put that $50 right back in. Or parts of it. Who knows? Let me come over to the chat. This music is getting me off my game, I believe. It's getting me too kind of crazy. So Nitro did good. ZBCN was a request. Let's get to that. See, I'm not totally out there lost. Squirrel. Turkey.
She wakes when the markets start to play.
All right.
Eyes like charts, they give nothing.
We got to do something a little different here.
Night and day, she's chasing
I don't think I can.
profit and whispers, no
I'll let it roll. We'll just cut her down a bit.
crypto operator moving so sly.
All right, so ZBCN, got to zoom out and see what we're seeing here. Okay, yeah. Remember this guy? We were like down here somewhere. I don't know. I'm like, that's kind of crazy, but you got this wide open space over here that, it's a what I would interpret as a type of megaphone pattern, open and broadening pattern. And they just, you got a trend line of higher highs, so it just kind of makes sense that, hey man, there might be a nice other big higher high up there, maybe toward the top of the trend line. I'm still kind of holding on to that theory that since we came up here to the first one, and I don't know if we talked about it or not, but we kind of nailed it. Yeah. So I do that for the algorithm, not for personal validation. It's for the algorithm. We came up here and kept getting rejected from there because that's a pivot point. That's what we look for. That looks like a 0.5 Fibonacci. Are you? Yes, you are. That was our 0.5 Fibonacci. That was, we had a target over here. So, look, is it a cup and handle to the upside? You might be able to consider that one. It still takes us up here to this guy. 0.002829 is one of my bigger targets up there. I'm hoping we get to. Next one on the board, 0.0024-ish. Which it would be just a nice little 25% come up again. So we gotta watch her and see what she can do. Maybe she can break out of this whole little range that we're in. Looks like she's trying to. Just don't have enough price history here to get a full feel for what she can do other than those little targets I got. Mainly this white one and that I'm sorry, the white one and the red one. 0.0023, 0.0025 are the two best I think are worth waiting for. What the hell is wrong with this turkey tonight? I'm going to take a look at WCT because this one is trending and is what the hell? Well, I don't know what you are, WCT. I thought I had an idea, but now you look like a new coin with a new chart. Well, you're on lots of places. How about you? That was Binance. Maybe they relate to the game. Mexi. How about they're all perps. Do we not have Wallet Connect? Okay, Wallet Connect token. Okay, so all right, Wallet Connect has a token now, and apparently people like it, and it hung around 38 cents, and now it's almost double. I'm not interested. I don't know anything about the tokenomics of it or anything like that. Wallet coins? I don't know. I don't know much about the use case on that. And she's way too hot for me. I'd have to wait for her to come back and do a little something. But don't you see it? Don't you see the big fat inverted head and shoulder? You would have to consider, you'd have to think that she already got her breakout if that's what it is for that neckline. Could be. Kind of takes us up around the tops. Okay, that was kind of uneventful. How about Park Coin? Look like a good Park Coin. Are you rounding? Look at all these beautiful. Oh, you did go that. Why have I not looked back over here? Have I not looked at? I already did this one, right? Surely I think we already did the nailed it on it, right? Look how beautiful that nailed it target was. The one with the little arrows. This is the one I'm really going for. That's the one I'm really going for. And they were saying shoulder, head and shoulder to the downside. So, okay. I think we did, didn't we? It's time to take a fresh look at Park Coin because I got too much crap, or just erase a bunch of stuff. Maybe we can erase a bunch of stuff. Let's try that first. I'm keeping the eyeballs though. The eyeballs stay. So I want to take this trend line that we got and put her over here and come down to this little guy. I'll get rid of that crazy head and shoulder. And so that was definitely the pivot point. Let us now do the fun thing. We're going to do swing low to swing high, baby. That's what we need to do right there. And she's finding some support down here. She seems to be finding her support in a very much needed and respected place. Man, I'm going to leave that one there. That 236 Fibonacci area. Now below that is our 382, which I would normally look for some kind of retracement there just to go woohoo, baby, I'm ready to go higher. But if she stays within this channel that we've mapped out here, bounces off of that, gosh darn it, that's a pretty gosh darn good move. Just seeming like it's gonna come out of nowhere. It almost seems like it's almost too good to be true. Are you sure you're not planning on falling out of that channel anytime soon and making me eat my words or something, like with some kind of correction, which would normally happen at a nice beautiful pivot point like that? Are you planning on doing something like that to me? Elliot, what do you say? Elliot thinks she's up to that. Elliot thinks that she is getting ready to dump on us. This is a bearish channel. My gosh, we've been up there for so long. She is so close to that trend line after hitting our target area. But there's just that little inkling saying, but can't you do more? Can't you do more? Can't you go a little higher? Can't we try just to get a little higher? Whoa. Sean? Hey, wow, dude. Hey, that's a cool number, 177. It's like got 7 after 7. Just standing there, dude. Wow, never noticed that before. Wow, man. Cool. That's our 618 Fibonacci. That would be a great place if we want to try to go higher, to try to go up there. I don't see signs that she wants to come back down though, just yet. Do you? Do you want to? No. Barcoin is starting to look bullish again at 123. Our target is 147. By golly, it looks like she wants to go over here to 177 now. Barcoin, why are you so bullish all of a sudden? Look at them big old eyeballs on you. My, what big eyes you have, Barcoin. Well, there is our 618. And I think we're going to have to put this little guy on the target over here, our 786. Because I don't think Barcoin's playing around, to be honest with you. So it's 618 at 177. That should be a good. A lot of people should be taking profits there at least, or a lot of algorithms or strategies should be taking profits right around that area. And that would be cool. I hope we can get up there. I ain't going to bitch about it. Can't bitch about number keep it going up, and she got the green light on the daily with the MACD's starting to show signs that she wants to turn around, so that's usually a good time to take a look at things. Don't trust her completely. Remember, she is kind of a drunkard. She's a little behind the times, but man, alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, let me come back to the chat and see if you can get me back on track here, because I'm just going everywhere. We checked out ZBCN. We checked out Fartcoin. WCT, I wasn't impressed with that. We looked at Nitro, which is banging. Took my profits on Nitro. Kelly says, have you tried swapping on CowSwap? They got low fees. I have not. I'm not even familiar with CowSwap. Now you got me curious, and I'm up for a little adventure if you guys are. What is that? Heroes of Mafia? I noticed I got a little bag of that too now. You said CowSwap.
I feel so unsure as I log.
Do they have a KuCoin? Is they the people behind KuCoin?
The charts start to sway.
Oh, that's on Pulse X. I don't think that's what I'm looking for. I don't. Usually you can find Dexes here. I would Google it, but I don't like to Google anything crypto related and get links. I like to get anything that I connect to. I like to go through the main platforms and no other way. And so far, so good. Cow Protocol, yes, but how do we? There we go. Now we'll get somewhere. You will take me there, right? Take me to your leader. Topics, notifications, article. Well, I can't even find out how to get there. That sucks. See Coin Detail, Cow Protocol. Okay, Coin Detail has a website. Let's go the rabbit hole way. Hey, now I think I've got some of the cow token though, because what they were wanting to give back some of their earnings to the holders. I guess you have to stake it though, and I haven't done anything with it. It's got market cap of 163 million. The maximum supply is 1 billion. That's reasonable. Circulating supply is 419 million, so that should be able to do pretty decent. $163 million market cap. I mean, these things can get up to at least 500 million. I don't think that would be an issue at all. We were going to the web. I was wanting to go to the website here. That's what it was. Oh, we already did that because I got all these little windows open. Don't get milked. Wow. But it sounds like it might be kind of fun. You're starting to sound like a stick in the mud. What do you mean don't get milked? Okay. Cow develops the most user protected. I want to trade on CowSwap. Let me go check out the deck. I just want to see. Let's see the decks. Here we go. You can do limit orders. That looks kind of cool. Get started with limit orders. Connect a wallet. Not right now, my friends, but what we got to work with over here, we got Ethereum, Gnosis Chain, Base, new. I like Base. Arbitrum one, so I guess I can go through Base and use it. And Sepolia. See what kind of stuff they got over here. 1 inch. They just got all the lots and lots of all the ERC20s. Oh, whoa. What we got here? We got Pancake Swap over here too. I don't see Binance Chain. Interesting. That's kind of cool. Well, that's cool. Did you set your own okay, that's what the limit order thing looks like, and this is the swap. That looks kind of cool. I've never used it before, but I think I do have some of the token. And it looks like they got a good selection. I also like Osmosis on Cosmos. I've been over there for a while too. And Dexes are getting good. And they are a good alternative. That's pretty cool. I have to keep that in mind. I just closed a window I didn't need to close. Back to the chat again. Here we go. SD says Michael Moore, and NCT. NCT, I think, okay, we'll do that. I think launch coin narrative might be popping up, the whole crowd-funded thing. How's launch coin doing? Okay, so I was going to say, have you tried focusing your TA skills completely on Bitcoin no degening? You'd kill it. I think I want to have to focus on Bitcoin on the small account. All right, let's take a look at SD. Stater. Let's see, looks like we looked at it back over here and somewhere around here. And December. She peaked December 20. Yeah. On the 5th there. Well, that target there never got hit. And we lost our channel. And then that sucks. And we never looked at it ever again to update it. Let's see what we're left with here. These keys have lost their souls refrain. Well, she's definitely down at some good discounted prices. She got up to 183, dropped all the way down to what, 31 cents, and she's at 45 right now. So we would apply our standard practice here, and actually every one of these guys makes a great target. See how they line up over to the left over here. Every one of them just gets right to the good little juicy areas. Perfect targets. Perfect targets. Question is, how much can you make at each one of them? And I'm not saying that this is the place to get in, but if one were to say from 45 cents up to the first target, it's 50% just to get up to that very first area of rejection here. Main area of rejection. Meanwhile, $53. I don't know why that's a struggle for her right around there. But this coin seems a little sad, a little depressed, and like she wants to come down just a little bit. And if she's going to play that game and be a party pooper, I think she's going to more than likely probably target this guy. I mean, hopefully we get 618 mounts. That's the first place I want to look. See it. That would be nice and strong, but the thing about it is, you know, they can look nice and strong there at the 618. And so, oh baby, look at me. We're gonna. Oh, I was talking, and then you moved on me. That was not cool. Let's try it again. Oh baby, look at me. See, I got the same voice. And you did it again. Okay, try it one more time. Take 3. Oh baby, look at me. I'm bouncing. Oh no. I come down lower. They can look like they bounce, but then they don't. They come down lower. So if she's going to do this little guy, if she may be trying to do a bottom pattern, if it's an Adam and Eve, it could come down to these areas too. I would love to see a bounce here. That would be cool. But I'm just thinking when she's already come down low and almost fully doubled bottom. I would say she's probably going to try to tackle these guys. I would say it's a fair guess to say 38 cents can be coming. May take her a minute to get there. I want to go. Hey, Elliot, you got anything to say? What are you too good for this one, Elliot? You ain't got nothing on this one, Elliot? Nothing? Nothing. Elliot got nothing. Elliot, you ain't got no wave count or anything over here? For real? You gonna make me do it? You suck, Elliot. Now there's another scenario where we could go down for a lower low, but we don't want to entertain that thought. We want to take into, we want to hope that we're at a bottom here, and I guess I should go ahead and kind of check a few things for that. And well, I'm going by that idea. I've actually got 40 cents, or well, from a bigger idea. But this was the target. This guy, and she came down to her 414 there. I believe the fibs how we got them. That one area there at 38, I believe. Was that it? Pulling from here to there. I didn't color code you. That's our 618. That 38 scenario. Still kind of leaning toward that one, maybe. It's a little slow burn down. Hopefully she'll double bottom down here and do something, some kind of bottoming pattern. I don't know. It doesn't have to be an Adam and Eve. Hopefully it's like an Adam and Steve. Just don't look too hard. Let's take a look at NCT. Polyswarm, I guess Coinbase looks good. So we were in a channel and stay in a channel until we don't, and we immediately didn't. Come here, Heather. All right. So that was one of our fib areas. There's our 4-hour 800 moving average that came into play on this particular time chart. So I would be looking at, this is a line I would draw, and then we kind of went out of it a little bit. It looks like we're coming back into it. That's always a good thing. That is still true for that part, but it kind of just brings us to something a little bit more relevant over here as a channel. And let's hope that this is the bottom of the trend line here. We've already did our, let's update our targets. Oh, I know why I did that. Okay, never mind. Because she spiked it way too high. We had to use this guy for our targets. Okay, gotcha. I think we took it from here. Yeah, that was it. And that 32, or that, what area is that? 31 cents? Right at 31 cents there. Let's take it right back down here. And on this one, that's our 618. So doubly good little area for a target right there at 331, or not 31 cents, 3.1 cents, 0.031 area right through there. And from where we are now, if we can get up there, if we're at the bottom of the trend line where you can control your risk reward if you're trying to enter trade, that's what I like. Not everybody likes that, but I like buying the bottom of the trend lines. If we got one and she's hanging around it and she can turn around and go the other way, I like that idea for 40% gains on that. So we'll take a look at some of these other signs over here. You got the nice green dot here on 4-hour market cipher. What do you got going on the daily? MACD trying to turn around. Trying. No, hasn't done it yet, so we're not out of the woods yet. Tighten up this trend line a little bit. Yes, there we go, Johnny. Looks like she got some work to do to me. And she's still under the 1 hour 200 moving average. She does have some work to do, but this is a great place to start doing that. I like that idea. I think this is a good place to possibly add to a bag or open a position, because set a higher stop loss, right? She's at what, 22 or 2.2 cents, and right below all these 1 hour candles, the 800 moving average point 0.211. What is that, about 4%? That's a tight, even here after she cleared an area and made a, she cleared this area here and then this one. Still hadn't knocked out these guys, but hey, by the time she gets up there, then your excellent little risk to reward thing will get bigger. So it's best to get it close to the trend line, in my personal opinion, especially after you get something like that and you're still close to the trend line. Polyswarm, I mean, that looks like we just missed our perfect trade entry, but we're still in good enough to take advantage of pretty decent gains to get up to target. And it's 27 just to get back to where we were just about 2 weeks ago there. There's Joe from Trade Intuition. How's it going, Joe? Are you taking the night off again, Joe? What time is it, Joe? I don't blame you. I'm feeling kind of tired tonight. I stayed up a little bit way too late last night again, and then had a big day where I had to be awake all day. Turkey because I'm tired. Been staring at the charts until my eyes are crossing. Elliot said, "This is not the one." All right, let me take a look. Let's take a look at Cato. Let's see what that one's doing right now. Oh, okay. Well, look at you. Bullish as I'll get out. What are we? I can't even. We did a trade setup, or I wouldn't have those arrows there. So, hey. 42 and 63. 63, got it. Nailed it! Gosh darn it, that got away from me. When was this? This was 10 days ago. All right, well, a little late, but cool. I guess, cool. I didn't even do me nailed it. See if we can do this very quickly here and just post it over on Telegram. All right, we got that one over there. Now we can take a look at and see what she's actually doing here now. If I can never find you, come on. What happened to you? There you are. You're hiding from me. Where's... Clear out all this. Boom. And let's see what we got. So she's at $2.05. At the 618 Fibonacci. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. 3618. Right there. Beautiful tap of that little tappy tappy. You couldn't have tapped it better myself if I was out there tapping. That's gorgeous. Loves it. And you trying to... Did you 236 this? No, you 382 does. She 382 does, ladies and gentlemen. Do you understand what this means? It's just feeling bullish as all get out. Boom shakalaka boom. So could we be looking at 295 for Kato? I'm throwing this one in here too. She may go past this one. 269 right there. And we also got 245 coming in the picture. Didn't you line up with something else though? Yeah, yep. Got that one too. Alrighty. Our fibs are telling us that about 245, 246, more like 245 area there. Nice little target to have for Kato. From here, right where she is right now, up to there, that's another 15%. Second target's 26%. Third target, 38%. Very nice solid trend line right there. This one looking gorgeous. I like that. A little scallop, like roundy thing, and then boom. Boom, baby, boom. If we were to apply our trend lines over here, we can kind of get a channel idea with top wicks pointing toward these little guys. It might take you a minute to get over here. I don't know. It could happen within this... Could it happen this week? About this weekend? I want to see if it happens this weekend. I want to write a note so I remember. I'm projecting just for timeline. I'm trying to include a timeline element here to see, and it's starting to say like Saturday, and I just want to see how accurate that is. What was that, 298 by Saturday? What is it? What day is that? 24th. I'm not trying to make it all caps. This is not a statement, it's a question. Test. of a test. So 298 by Saturday, that would be cool. I don't know. I mean, we're just speculating. But I do know I do have these levels that they should be in line to get hit. If we're going to head that way, that's where I expect us to bump our heads. I can't guarantee that they make it up there, but if they do go, what you're trying to say, Rhoda? I can't guarantee that we'll hit every one of those little guys, but that's the one we're supposed to be gearing for right here. Supposed to be looking for this little guy right there for the main one. So that looks kind of cool. I'm going to share this over here. This is a 2-hour time frame. So Kato, and so I mean, there's an idea you could buy the tops, and that's risky. I don't like to do that, but that's a valid trade strategy. What usually happens to me when I probably, you know, when you break out past a certain level, and it made a higher high, and you know, that's, I mean, this would be a situation that, I mean, I've already got a little bag of this. I don't plan on adding any more unless I. Damn, are you seriously all the way there though? For some reason, I was thinking that you were okay. You got up to where before? She was. Oh, I should have zoomed out. At 298, just slightly higher than what we got over here. Oh, you probably got some. You got some nicer juicy targets up there, so we get a pullback. I bet. When we zoom out here, that was February. So above this area at 298, you know, 321, 353 might be possible. We have to see what happens, but she might come up there. That'd be cool if she kind of finagles her way up there and gets rejected. It might actually be a cup and handle. Wouldn't that be cool? So we go to the trade setup. So we'll put Kato over here. New targets for existing trades. Trades or people who FOMO. Yay! Alright, so we've been going about an hour and 8 minutes. Actually, Striker says, I've been exhausted lately. Man, I have for the last couple of days too. Must be something in the moon. Well, alright guys, you guys don't have any coins for me. I've got nothing else to go over unless we want to talk about Bitcoin and take a look at crypto bubbles real quick and see what's been hitting the hot for the day. I'll look for the daily. We're finally up a little bit. Bartcoin, of course, doing good at 130. Trump coin doing pretty good at 1442. Not bad. Q&T still around $100. Yeah. Cake is a pretty decent price right now. Looks like. I've been looking at this guy lately. And it's probably not the most standout coin. Her market cap is really tiny. This one's been around for a long time, but it's called Elastos, and since she's down way here at the bottom, and they're doing things with Bitcoin, and if I'm not mistaken, how it's working is something like Stacks, where you can stake your Bitcoin. I'm not for sure. I'm just... I think some of you guys know about it. You've talked about it before, and I don't know all the details, but they do something with Bitcoin, I think, or they're planning to, where I think you get rewards in Bitcoin, and for that reason, I'm very interested in it. But I was looking at the tokenomics for ELA. Now, I don't like the chart, but I mean, you know, all the spiky action. But if they can take, you know, if an established coin can get their narrative, especially if they get it around Bitcoin, I think that's a pretty good thing, especially if you're getting rewarded for it in Bitcoin. I don't know. It's piqued my interest, and she's been at lows that she hasn't, you know, I think the lowest that she got to is around 70 cents, somewhere through there, right? The most recent low that we've seen was around $1, and she's at $1.43. The peaks that we've seen have been about $5, $5.7, somewhere, you know, so a decent return. But I got questions about it because when we go to Elastos, $34 million market cap, maximum supply of coins is 28.21 million. If they make this work and they get a narrative behind them, and they could blow up like a mofo. This might be, you know, maybe they were too early for their cycles before or something, but if that's, I don't know if that's what they were always planning on doing, but they were I visited the website, they were very well built out. It's founded in 2017, built on the vision from 2000, is a blockchain-powered internet version. Its recent breakthrough is the introduction of Bell 2, a layer 2 solution leveraging smart web technology to revolutionize Bitcoin transactions. And so imagine this. I mean, we've seen how DeFi did with Ethereum, and, you know, Ethereum was the greatest thing since sliced bread, and then she turned into a clunker too, which is supposed to have been faster than Bitcoin. She's supposed to have been a lot faster. But the smart contracts opened up a world of DeFi, right? And she's still the queen of DeFi. But they are working to do this through Blockstacks and Elastos and some other things. Other projects are starting to work that. They're starting to see the value. Hey, man, we need some more Bitcoin on our network. Screw Ethereum. We need Bitcoin over here. And doing things with Bitcoin. And then, of course, you know, this is a layer 2 for Bitcoin. Now we got DeFi over there. And that's just going to continue to grow. I mean, it works. It's fast enough. You know, you don't have to transfer, you know, it just opens up a lot more possibilities. And then, you know, there'll be coins transporting over to these layer 2s on Bitcoin, just like they have on Ethereum, just like Cal Protocol and all these other things that we use. And it just be that easy to do some stuff over there on Bitcoin. It already is, but it's just not. It's growing, but it's still early. So it makes me think, man, this is still a great opportunity to take a play on this one. Having such few amount of coins, not in the billions, not in the millions, well, in the millions, but not in the billions or the trillions, but something that's very respectable. And so this is one of my new lottery tickets, and I may start to try to focus while it's still nice and still at some, you know, below $3. But trying to accumulate some of this. Its all-time high was 7 years ago. Now this was when she was hot, I guess, with that narrative first coming out. It actually got up to $93. 2018. Its all-time low was 2 years ago when it was 79, basically $80. So, you know, we're not even 2x fully from there. But you could make an argument if they take off and that low of a supply, 28 million, just like Bitcoin. Circulating supply, 22.75 million, because you're having with over 50% of Bitcoin's hash power projecting it through merged mining. They do merged mining, so yeah, it's not proof of stake, baby. So kind of cool. That's just what I've been tripping on lately, and it's an old boomer coin, but she's at juicy price and doing some cool stuff. She break back into that trend line. Oh man, what price is that? That's about what, 160, 168, 170? Oh man, we start seeing her there. She might get a nice little come up. She was just, it It was just in February. She was at $3.73. So extreme discount right now. So this is one that I got my eye on. But yeah, even the 2-3, even if you pull a fib, it would tell you the same advice. Which it gets above that 168 area, and then you got a good chance to be on a nice outcome. So I like the bear trap idea though. I see a possible bear trap right there that might confirm, and we could see this area hit pretty quick. 230, 273 if that happens. And from here to there, that's about what, 89% gains? Could moonbag it. That's a nice little crab cat pattern. Crab cat doesn't fit with that, does it? Look at that shape, man. I've seen that more this cycle. I don't remember that being so pronounced last cycle at all. It looks like a Batman pattern. It looks like that's really what it reminds me of. It looks like a bat. And man, every time I've seen them little suckers, it has been down. It's a variation of a triple top, and this is the one that looks like somebody got their shoulders up and I don't know, look over there, and then dumps everything because they're nasty. But that's what happened on Total 3. It's what happened a lot of times, and I'll call them out every time I see them. But sure enough, every time that we get one of these little guys, save one. I did see one that busted and went the other way, but wow, it's not been a fun ride. Look, rounded bottoms pay the bill. Oh shoot! Oh look, man, damn, what happened? Well, that cup and handle, I don't know what it did. Turned into a dog dish or something. But if you look at cup and handles as being continuation patterns, like it's traditionally explained, that continued to the awful beautiful. I don't. Ladies and gentlemen, your turkey's starting to get a little bit tired now. Can we look at cake and render or futures on the 1 hour? They have a token. Yeah, you found it one time. You said you had that token, that I probably got it somewhere. Oh, CalPro. Yeah. I think I got that on COINEX. I've got it on spot. Yeah! Bigger than when I bought it. Sweet, Cal. Moo. Make daddy happy. Hey, there's Deep Sea. All right, let's take a look at cake futures. I guess I'll do Binance here on the 1 hour is what we're asked. Yeah, okay. I work my way down to the 1 hour. First, I got to see what's going on. Yeah, I would expect them to have a little bit more price action over here on Binance on the futures, but okay. So, wow. The most favorite pattern of all. This kind of, I mean, you can definitely call it a symmetrical triangle. She fits that category. Hate them. And I can't leave you like that. I hate it. I hate when people post. The symmetrical triangle is the worst possible trade setup to post. It's just like, bleh. It's just asking for confusion. I mean, the idea would be it would break upside and you would get a measure move to take you back up over here. I mean, that would be the simple way to look at that, but they don't play fair, man. They don't. If you're looking at symmetrical triangles, price is starting to squeeze to one little main point right there, central in the middle, and you know what it usually likes to do? It likes to go this way, then it likes to come down here, and then it likes to come over here, and then it goes. They can do the rabbit run. I don't trust them as far as I can throw them. I'm just telling you. So Cake is in a tricky spot. She's at her main area, but it's a support resistance area. From over here. I'm just going to fib her out, and I'm sure that line will come up. Probably won't be the red line then. You knocked our 382. So you're doing this on the 1 hour, so it's more of a shorter term play then, right? So the 280 area would be what I would play short term. Then we can come right back up to that area because that's the 0.5. It's just that when price is doing this kind of stuff, it's not that fun. 297 might be a nice little play, actually. I would be, I mean, for me, of course, it wouldn't be on the 1 hour. You're asking me specifically for the 1 hour. It's going to try to come back up here to 449, but I don't know how crazy it's going to get on the way up there. I mean, how zigzaggy.
Tell me quick, who broke the market? This trick is slick. Up we go, then down real fast. Who broke the market? Make it last.
You got a 786. I'm just checking out a few old things here.
Charts are painted red. Our dreams are shot and dead.
Well, your best targets when this is going on, and up will high to low, and it's helped me gauge the the strength of the move too, and how it's progressing. So the very next target I'll be looking for is 281, and she can be funny through here, right? The better target I think is around 322, but that if you're on perpetual futures, that's probably a little bit. I'm on the daily. My bad. I got off. I was meant to go bigger and then zoom in. My bad. Sorry. My bad. I went to 4 hour, then I don't know what the hell happened to me. All right, so we'll come back. So I zoomed out and got my bearings here for these guys. All right, I'll get with the program. Hold on, Grandpa. We're there. Squirrel. So this is nice. This is nice, strong move, strong bounce there. I like that idea. If we're actually looking for this, and this is probably more what you're asking, what's it going to do from here? Of course, I don't know, but I can give you an idea of what I might see. It's not going to square up, but I would be looking same area right here. Okay, confluence. Okay, I'm getting this guy 280. I keep getting 280. You did a 886. You did. And this guy. So we got confidence on that guy too. So I got 269. So I guess if you're playing like the perps or something like that, because we're getting above our 618. And that's from this move. Let me get the other fibs off of here. And you can see this as a breakout. If I draw it right, you can actually see the retest of that tight line. And some people, basically, it would be going at the fib, but that's where we're getting our target right here. Only I did it with fibs. And it's different from what, it's different from this guy, which might try to get you up to here. And that's one. It's getting close to another higher target there. I'm not that bullish on it just yet. If we're looking for a higher high, if we continue on up, I would be looking at 302. Gosh darn it, let's just go ahead and do it. We got signs trying to point to it anyway.
Take a stand, play it smart in this game.
I'm gonna color this one back to 886. It hit other, for different pulls, it hit other target areas that I especially look for too. So this is kind of interesting that we are on a trend here, and you know, we got we got 3 little humpies, which when I see that, I immediately get a little cautious, like, well, we got 3 humpies, are we going to get any dumpies from that? And I like to go back and check some things, and it looks like some resistance around 250 is in order. That's probably going to fib up pretty nice for us too. Right there at the 786, and that makes perfect sense both ways. So whether you're looking trend lines or fib lines, do you see how this stuff kind of works together? Do you see how using both of these together is kind of, they build off of each other? It's cool techniques. So you got that resistance short term. So I guess it depends on what you're doing and what your leverage is, but how long you've been in, if you're in, or you're just now getting in, because there is an opportunity to get in now, but it's a little risky. So what are we looking at? 5%. That's spot prices. That's no leverage included. 14%. 19, almost 20%. That was really 280. It wasn't 282. It was really right at 280. So I don't know if there's a little 3x leverage on this. Well, that turns into about 18-20% gains, going to 236 to 250. If it wants to go for a next higher high, 279, well, 3x would give you about 45% gains instead of 14%. We have to come up here and make that ideal target that I'm looking at. That's the one I really get my eye on. 280. Oh, we just lost our little measurement tool from here. So it's 20%. 3x will give you 60% gains. Possible. So we got that internal trend line that's going to act as a little resistance there. Let's take you and put you back over here. It's a nice little channel idea, also opening up some areas. Then we got the open and broadening pattern. A little megaphone trying to form, so it's looking very interesting. That opens up if we extend these wicks there, kind of opens us up for this 280 area. That's the one I'm going for. That's the target I'm looking for, mister. Go hard. And so for cake, let's take this and let's post it over here. This is the 1 hour. 1 hour. Futures. And I'm just going to label it as juicy targets. And I think our other one was render. Let's take a look at render.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Are we still waiting on 585? I'm on the 1 hour. So I guess it's 1 hour for render too? Well, she's tricky on this one. She possibly lost a line. That's That's making me have to squint my eyeballs a little too much on this channel thing. I'm going with the angles. I'm playing more with the angles that we got here. We do have touch. There is touch there. Yeah, that works. That makes it a possible bear trap idea. So for 1 hour, so when I zoom out, it makes more sense when I zoom out. We did a nice little double bottom down here. Looks like we did a really nice retest of it and popped up. Now we're getting over the 236 Fibonacci area. Yes, I'm Lord, actually, and I've got 585, but my actual fib target for the 382 is at 613. So, and that's where this little guy wicked down to over here. So I would entertain that. 585 makes a nice little target. I forgot how I got that one. I think it was based off of one of these moves. So I do expect it to hit. But 616 is or 617 is starting to look even more gorgeous. And from hither to dither, from here to there, 25% into 617 is about 32%. And so now we can come back to the, well, let me get back on the 4 hour. So we can see what's happened is that we had this major trend line that broke, and I can probably bring her down to down here to these wicks and tighten up that line. And that, yeah, there we go. Get the bottom of this one, get that one, and it gets the tops of this, and it's also the top of that. So this is what we're fighting with. So what it looks like could happen is that all this, if we're lucky, if it's done what some of the other coins have done, and I think it has a good chance to do it, this will turn into a big ass bear trap. Nice double bottom W pattern down here. And you know, we get a W pattern, then we look for about 3 little stages to the upside. And I see no problem that this would probably go up to about 992 if we just give it a little bit of time. And I don't mean like come down and go for side. I mean, you know, break up into here and just be zigzagging our way up, slowly stair stepping our way just right up there. Getting back above the trend line usually gives us a stronger action. So the first place would be after that would be, you know, 834 in those areas. These are good for it. So I see what's going on the bigger time frames, and then I come down to, well, like the time frame you're looking at, the 1 hour, and then it helps me be a little bit more accurate on the 1 hour. And so for short term, yeah, I'm looking at 585. I'm looking at top of the trend line here, 550. 18%, but mostly right there, and then that 60 or 613 area. That looks juicy. Stregas has been trading Snake O Solana. I've never even heard of that. I gotta look. Snake of Solana. Hiss. And it's AI? There's so many. They got so dang many of these little guys. Says it's got a market cap of 661,000. So I hope I got the right one. This is in Solana though, and it's not in dollars. If I guess I'm looking right.
Before I log off X tonight, gotta stake my ether right. Say my name, you know my game. Crypto funks my claim to fame. From the block to the chain, I rise. Moonshot gleam, I'm in my.
All right, well that's what I'm getting. So there's a decimal 5 zeros and then a number.
Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch.
Oh, that's cool. What the hell? Well, that was rude. Sell off on people like that. Somebody should report them to the manager. So nice parabolic move. Oh man, I don't have the magic of fibs over here, man. I ain't got the magic of fibs. Oh, you went absolutely batshit crazy on that one. Oh, this one looks kind of cool. I wish I had more fibbage. So what, that 2878? That one, that looks nice. And somewhere just right around 39 looks nice. I hope it gets up there. I hope she gets up and makes a higher high. She double bottom there, so that's good. That leveled out right there. That's a nice, that's a strong ass level. That's a strong ass level.
The blockchain's live, I'm jumping in blind. Charts on X got me losing my mind. Come on now, stack your sets, don't you wait.
What level was that? You're 786.
I'm riding pumps for swing.
That's holding. That's cool.
Almost tight, gotta catch that flow. Come on now, hold on fast, let it grow. Ooh, I'm hooked on moons, you know. Come on, let's chase the moon. We trade all night, feel the market's tune. Stacking profits neath the sky so blue. I'm riding right through. Come on, let's chase the moon.
So 36 or 39, and we're at 17 right now. Looks like she could double up. Hope it does. I like to see people make money or have good luck at the coinage. Oh, this turkey is definitely getting tired now. I'm just kind of don't like those triangles. I don't like triangles either. Oh, I don't like symmetrical triangles. Some other triangles I like. Square up. All right. Yeah, that's where everything lines up with my fibs when I mean square up. I'll try to. I'll next example I come to, I'll make a note to explain it a little bit better. Basically, the line, the price action went kind of went below the fibs, maybe wicked down below it, but then it came back up. So if I take my measure move idea and put it to the fib, well, if I put my price action, if I take my measure move and I put it for the bottom of the price action, it doesn't square up. It doesn't go to the exact levels that it would from the fib, just because of that variation there. And then I find that the best ones that play out than the ones that don't do this, the ones that actually do square up, where price actually does respect that, and then I get that. If that makes sense, that's kind of what I was hitting at. I'll try to explain it better at the next example. All right, this turkey's tired, and it's been we've got our hour and 37 minutes in, and that's long enough for a stream, I think. Going to call it a night. Busy day tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Thank you for the amazing content. Thank you, Joe. And I think I'm going to call it a night, too. I'm going to take do you trade Litecoin? Do you trade your Litecoin bag to increase your coin count? Yes, I do that with all my spot margin. My spot margin is basically about building bags, and now that we're in an area where they start going up, then they can start building and expand it. Yes, I do that to roll it over to build bags rather than just taking out cash. There you go. And if you can moon bag them, it just makes it that much easier. Goonseen took a dump. Sad tissues tonight. Oh man, good brown gravy. That one did really good. I saw well, I mean, I saw it pop up some other places too. I was like, hey, we looked at that. So I was like, oh wow, cool. Where was it? On Mexi? It definitely had it, but was it Perps? Where did we chart it? Did I do it over on weeks? Oh, well, whatever. So what, did she come up here and then come down? So she's still kind of range. Actually, she's at a good spot right now. And well, if you like buying the bottom of the trend lines, it's in a good spot, in my personal opinion. I don't trust the bottom of this wick, but we'll see what oh well, that adds up, so I ain't gonna bitch about it. And 2886 rejections there, and she just kind of going, she ranging. All right, so I don't think we'll come back down here. I hope that we don't. And eventually we're going to break above that. You can make an argument. Oh man, that's not what I'm trying to do either. Come on, let's get our channel idea here. I would definitely target this one again, just in case she's wanting to range here a little bit more. But then I would also look at this guy over here. But so far, it looks like she likes to get rejected right here at this area, and our lows are starting to squeeze up, and they're doing this fine. They tested this area, it's good. Probably won't test it again if this trend line holds. Unless there's like some kind of crazy wick, we have a bad Bitcoin day or something like that. Well, I mean, tonight or something. We're on the hour, so it won't stay down here too long, in my personal opinion. It doesn't look like she's about to roll over anything. This looks like a good place to buy. She's bouncing off of the 382. And so from here up to there, man, that's 75%. So even people, if somebody bought it in the middle or bought even the top or something, adding to their bags down here can help bring that average, entry down a little bit so you can get the profit sooner. I don't know. I like it right here. I mean, yeah, it's sad she dumped instead of going up and everything, but it looks like a nice little trader coin. 200. Oh, hell yeah. 200 up. What'd you give it on the downside? 60% on the downside. 121 on the upside. 44% on the downside. I like 35 and 4, or not 35, 3.5 and 4.2 cents. All right, guys, I'm going to head out of here. Thank you so much. Oh, we got to take a look at Bitcoin. I forgot about Bitcoin. What's she doing on Bitcoin? Take a look at Bitcoin. You think she's going to go bearish, but then she don't. You think she's going to get rejected and make a little lower low and or make a lower high, she keep going. She keep doing little tricky stuff. And I'm still looking about 109.5. And I think this was the most accurate idea that I've got. Do we have it over here? Oh, I can't see it on the 6-minute time frame. Sure. So depending on what chart that you're on and what exchange, right around the 113, 114 area is basically what we're targeting. 110, 109 on some exchanges, something right through there. To go and test our all-time high. That's obviously what we're working on doing, okay? Because we've already surpassed our natural pivot points there, and unless she just wants to come up just a little bit and just be nasty and mean. But the charts are looking bullish, and it does seem like we're going to start going on there. So I'm easing up on my little selling out of Bitcoin and focusing more on these, so that when we come back, I can get more dry powder by selling it higher, or what I do on smart margin. And we're bullish. So about that 109, 110 area, then possibly up to 114. That's crazy. And if there is a short squeeze, and there very well could be, a lot of people trying to short from over here. I doubt anybody still has a bunch of shorts open from over here, though. More likely, oh my gosh, people from over here trying to short. People over here from shorting, and people shorting here going to get blown out, and we could rip up there. It's going to be an interesting week, and see what they try to do as they take us through the weekend. And lately our weekends have been feeling a little bit more bullish. We're getting closer and closer, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting closer and closer. And don't be surprised we pop up or at some point, but we do have some kind of scary pullback, and it probably will not last long this next time. Don't be surprised. We don't be surprised for 20% drops or even 20% pops out of Bitcoin. That's kind of the norm. So from wherever you are, you come down 20%, just know that we can go there. You might as well, when you do the history on it, I mean, 30% is a lot of them, and just know that we can do that. And as a matter of fact, that is exactly what we did over here. So that's kind of normal for a pullback. So when we do get to some of these bigger pivot areas, we got to keep that in mind. So we come up here to let's say, wow, man, we're at 120,000, man. Well, be ready for a possibility. Doesn't have to happen, but you gotta be prepared for it. So liquidation prices need to be somewhere below 83,000 if you're playing some kind of longer game with Bitcoin, right? Or a 20% drop out of Bitcoin would take you back to 95 from there, and that's totally doable. Or maybe we get lucky and it's only like a 25 or 30% pullback, in which case, where would that take us? What did I say? I said that wrong. That came out of my mouth wrong. So for instance, if we did get all the way up there, let's say we got to 120. We come back to 109 or even 102 if we got back down there, just using the fibs, and that would be bullish AF bouncing off of either one of those. And there's a chance that it could be the 236 at this point in the market if we're getting ready to go for the run. And this is 2025. Typically toward the end of the year, we're supposed to be wrapping things up here. We're getting there. We're getting there. It's a comment. And it just seems freaking crazy. And somehow I thought I would be richer by now. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. We'll see you tomorrow. Let's go to the end screen.
I feel so unsure.
I'm not going to the conference. Maybe next time. Thank you, Chris Lai.
The charts start to
B&B's been doing pretty dang strong.
green in my sight.
You think it'll pull back till September? Well, the weekly MACD disagrees, though. And she's got a lot of clout in this space. And that's what's so weird about it. That's what changed my mind. Because I learned my lesson a long time ago. You don't fade the weekly MACD. And she's just now starting to get this little party started right here. So maybe she only pumps us up to June and July or something, and then decides to go back on September. But right now she's saying it's time to party, boys. Last time she did this was October. And then we peaked in December. Man, you could have done it by the MACD. My gosh, on the weekly. Because as soon as she flipped lighter colors, that move was over. That was the week that it did it, right? The very week that they topped out. That was our top solid candle. Oh, Monday morning quarterbacking. Such a fun thing to do.
That I should have known.
All right, guys, trade carefully, trade wisely, enjoy the gains. But as much as you might try to want to short this thing, man, she is not wanting. She ain't wanting to hear of it. Not yet, anyway. Good night, John boy.